Sure. So I'm Joe Teno. I'm a manager in our wealth management practice here at Accenture out of Chicago. What I do is help clients through technology transformations, anything from post-merger integration to more of a internal modernization effort, which is more fitting to this blockchain aspect of it, because as clients are looking to innovate, this is naturally one of the spaces that has the most buzz, so they always ask about blockchain.
And then what's happening upstairs? Like, what is this conference all about?
Yep, so this is the FinTank 2017 Blockchain Summit or Expo. There's essentially a full day packed agenda of speakers talking about blockchain and its different use cases, from legal to investing to what is business, what is consulting, thinking about this space, and is this relevant and do people care? It sounds like yes, because it's sold out, but
yeah. What was your presentation about? So were you part of a panel or was it a solo?
I was part of a panel, so it was, I forgot the exact name, but it was what do leading consulting firms think about blockchain technology? I think there were 3 of us up there along with a moderator, and they were essentially asking yes or no questions on, I guess, provocative statements like, are ICOs the best way to raise money? And, are you expecting to get a quick return on investment if you implement blockchain? And should you focus on blockchain now or wait until someone else figures it out and then jump on the bandwagon? So things like that.
Were they yes and no answers?
They were agree, disagree, and we had the audience raise their hands as well. And then the consultants, myself, and the others provided some insights from what we've seen at clients related to those questions.
So was that the first time you connected with the other people on your panel?
Yes, on the stage.
Did you learn stuff from hearing them talk as well, or?
Yeah, because everyone has a slightly different focus, right? Like blockchain is new-ish. All the larger consulting firms are figuring out how to specialize in it or not. So some have dedicated practices, whereas some have more people that are interested and want to form that practice, or just want to be, the go-to person for any blockchain-related questions. So, some of them had more technical expertise in implementing the systems, whereas I have more of a business background. Like, what are use cases where my clients would want to even think about using blockchain, but I'm not going to go, type in a terminal and build one for them.
Was the phrase that you used when you were talking about the work that you do, is it technology transformation?
Yep.
So, and you said that's actually obviously blockchain is a perfect example of very
modernization. Yeah,
modernization and cutting edge stuff.
Right.
One of the other people that we interviewed talked about how it's always a mixture of sort of the utilitarian aspect of it versus the getting over preconceived issues of safety or security and things like that. Are you dealing with stuff like that with your clients, or is it more on the technical side of things?
Definitely dealing with similar issues. For Accenture, most of our clients are Fortune 500, huge companies. They're not about to roll out a new life-changing experience all built on blockchain when it's not really a fully proven out model yet. Like, who knows if it can be hacked, et cetera. What they're more looking to do is things internally, like a shadow record-keeping type use case, to at least prove it out internally before thinking about building on top of that a client experience or something public-facing.
Is that the goal for them though, or is it more just they're only focused on the internal, kind of immediate gratification aspect of it?
The goal for them is partially just to ensure they're up to date with the technology. Building out an internal proof of concept is one way to do that. In case this does, get proven out through real life examples, real production implementations, they want to be ready to implement it full scale at their firm if that's the way the industry's moving. If they don't move on it at all right now, then that's not helping them in the long run. If 3 years from now, 10 other banks say we're going to do payments through blockchain when bank X that's your client isn't ready for that.
So obviously in the tech world, 5 years is an eternity.
Yes.
Tell me about what you were doing 5 years ago and what you imagine your job will look like 5 years from now. I mean, that's a pretty, pretty big.
Yeah, 5 years ago, I had maybe heard the word Bitcoin. It was brand new, or I guess 2009 was new, but pretty new anyway. None of my clients had ever heard of it for sure, and I was more focused on, moving. I work at large brokerages mainly, so moving their systems from a COBOL terminal mainframe screen to maybe more of an API-enabled, faster technology, newer technology. 5 years from now, I'm hoping that transitions to, moving from, if they're still on the mainframe, sure. If they're on whatever stepping stones between the way, sure. Moving from that to maybe it's, a distributed ledger, blockchain. Maybe it's not if, the industry goes a different way. But just hoping to continue to help my clients innovate and be on top of that, bleeding edge of technology so that they can talk to the new channels out there, like if there's some new version of a phone that has some special technology or things like that. We need to ensure that they're ready to talk to those technologies to serve their clients better.
Little off-topic question, but what was your area of focus when you were in school?
Industrial engineering and computer science.
So could you have imagined that you'd be doing this sort of thing, or did you have an idea that it would be something kind of tech and management kind of mixed together? I was kind of targeting management consulting, and yeah, it's basically what I had hoped to do. And then blockchain plays well with supply chain use cases, which is ties into industrial engineering as well, pretty well. Excellent. So, in terms of this event, part of what these interviews will be used for is to help promote future conferences and things like that. Some people have commented that the turnout today is great. If you were to kind of summarize your experience in sort of a pitch for other people to maybe even come in from out of state to attend the next conference, what would you say is the reason to do that? Like, what value would someone flying in get from the FinTank events?
Yeah, so I've had a few conversations today with just groups of people over lunch or over a coffee break or something where you can sit down with people and actually talk, if you're knowledgeable about blockchain and about all the different coins out there, maybe you're an investor, maybe you're not, but these people actually know what they're talking about or at least have some idea and have a way higher understanding than a random person off the street might. So it's great to be able to talk about that to someone that actually understands what you're talking about rather than, someone in my life where I'm like, oh, this thing went up 200%. And they're like, I don't know what that is. So, yeah, but great. Congrats. So
are you like nerding out with people upstairs?
Essentially, yeah. Over lunch we had a great nerdy group of people that that was talking deep technology, but then it's cool to see the business aspect of it as well. And there's the whole spectrum of there's some really young programmer type folks upstairs, and then there's some older guys that run databases, and they're asking questions like why do I need to look past my relational database? I've been able to do everything anyone's ever asked on it. Is a blockchain really better? So it's getting those people have more business experience, more they're more in the know with what is actually implemented right now. So they're challenging this technology, but really they're wondering if they should really be looking into it and implement it.
I feel like it's easy to challenge something passively. They're here, they paid to be here.
Yep.
It's like that's clearly an indication that they're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Have there been any memorable, in the time that you've been in the auditorium, any memorable kind of like heated discussions or questions or pushback from the audience?
Only one so far, and that was kind of what I just said. Like someone was saying, oh, like why do I need to get rid of my normal database? Why is a blockchain better? And the answer, which is the same answer I would have given, is you at least need to look into it because it's not a proven model yet, and for every other use case, blockchain's maybe not the answer. Some of them, like a NoSQL database or something like that, is perfect, but always keep your eye on innovation in case this does blow up into like the best way to store data, to store identities, store money, anything really. If you're hurting yourself if you're not up to date with this and ready to implement it, or at least toy with it.
Going back to the question I asked about the kind of like pitching this event, can I have you do like a concise answer that mentions FinTank in your answer? Like, I think coming to the FinTank event in Chicago is great because something along those lines.
Yes.
In your own words.
I think coming to the FinTank event in Chicago has been great just because it brings together people from all different walks of life that have some vested interest or just curious in blockchain, from investors to technology folks that are actually implementing it. And so just getting all those minds in one room and being able to have a conversation and a dialogue with the speakers and with each other is very valuable.
Cool. And then this question I'm asking everybody, and one person mentioned that you asked 10 people what is blockchain, you're going to get 10 different answers. But in your own words, what is your definition of blockchain for someone who's maybe heard of it or maybe has never heard of it before?
So what is blockchain? Blockchain is a distributed ledger, so it's a list somewhere of transactions, and transactions can be monetary, they can be agreements, they can be anything really. It's just things talking to each other, parties talking to each other. It's written down, and generally it can't be changed after it's been confirmed on that chain of blocks, which is the record. So if I gave you $1 and that was recorded on the ledger, and that was confirmed by a distributed group of people, then we can't go change that. It happened. We'd have to redo the transaction to pay me back. It's an immutable record of things that happened, and it's just a great way for multiple parties to get involved on the same decentralized network so that everyone can talk to each other easier than current firewalls allow.
Are you looking forward to the day when that kind of question gets asked and everybody has the answer that's the same, or is it always going to be kind of specific to the markets that people are in? It's going to be tough because right now, everyone knows Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, maybe some others. There are 1,000 others out there, the altcoins. Some of those are based on Ethereum, some of those are based on their own chains. They all have nuances. So it's going to be hard to define what is blockchain is easier, but what is the blockchain or the winner or something like that. What is the best blockchain? Those answers are going to be fluid for a long time.